See, as an African American, you're born on a political plantation. You're born in an environment where Democrats tell you what to think, they tell you how to think, they tell you how to vote. They tell you that Democrats are your friends and Republicans are always your enemy. And just like a slave plantation, whenever a slave decides that he's going to change course, you see what happens. He pays the price. And so we see any African American who decides to speak his mind about how the Democrats have destroyed this country, how they destroyed the black community. He gets his character assassinated. You know, if I stood before you and bragged about how much dope I sold, if my pants were hanging down off my behind, the liberals would give me a Grammy. But when I speak the truth and I connect the dots from Andrew Jackson to Franklin Delano Roosevelt to Lyndon Johnson to Barack Obama, and I tell you how all of these, how they all operate out of the same playbook, well, the liberals won't give me a Grammy, I'll say that. But this didn't start yesterday. This is the culmination of 100 years of liberalism in this country. What we're seeing right now, this is the culmination. And people who've been around can attest to that. And during my research, during the 1960s, this is what I researched. I wasn't around. But I think a few people in here were. During the Johnson administration, the war on poverty, what I call the war on black people, they hired 100,000 workers to go into the urban communities and try to get people on food stamps, get them on welfare. And the Department of Agriculture reported that many of these people are rejecting welfare. They don't want it. They legislated the fathers out of these homes. And what we're seeing now is 3 generations of the results. And they did it for one reason. They did it to gain a political advantage over us. What's the fruit of their strategy? Crime-ridden neighborhoods, 70% of black kids born out of wedlock, no respect for authority, no desire to get an education, no regard for human life. And oh yeah, you find a super Democrat majority in all of these areas.